we're back, and I've got you laying down. You're at a 30-degree angle. I'm going to be assessing your heart and your blood vessels here. I'm going to dim the lights for some tangential lighting, and I'm just going to flash my light here. Just looking to inspect. Here, looking for any pulsations. Excellent. Also going to be checking your carotid and your thyroid. So, feel here. Okay. And I'm also going to just take a listen. Okay. I'm also going to just palpate the pericardium here. Listen for any thrills. Okay. I'm going to just take a listen to you here. Also going to have you sit up. Inhale. Okay. Good. All right. I'm also just going to take a peek at your extremities here, just looking for any swelling or abnormalities here noted. Okay. Good. Just taking a feel. Any tenderness or soreness anywhere?
Nope.
Okay, great. And next I'm just going to be palpating. I was just palpating for warmth and swelling and any kind of inflammation or so there. I'm also going to be just feeling all of your pulses here. I'm going to be feeling for your brachial here, your radial and ulnar. Excellent. Moving down here to below the knee, your popliteal. Oh, that's okay. Just okay. Okay, great. All right. And inspect the abdomen here. With my pen light, we'd have some tangential lighting. I'm just looking for symmetry, looking at the contour, making note of the condition of the skin, also the presence or absence of any pulsations. I don't see any there. I don't notice any lesions or anything abnormal. I'm going to auscultate in all four quadrants. I'm going to be listening for some pitch frequency sounds, as well as timing your bowel sounds per minute. Okay. Now I'm going to just take a feel, and I'm going to start with light palpation, and then medium, and then a little bit harder. Just let me know if you notice any tenderness or anything like that here. Okay. I'm going to also be palpating here for your femoral arteries. Palpating the ventricle and the lucus as well. Just take a listen. I'm sorry, I also forgot to palpate for the liver, so I'm just going to come back up here. Feel that. Okay, cool. All right. So now I'm just going to check for rebound tenderness. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to have you right here, and I'm going to just be pressing deeply to your abdomen, and I'm going to give it a quick release. Okay. Just let me know if it feels uncomfortable. How's that?
Fine.
Okay, and now I'm going to check for Murphy sign. Okay, so I'm going to ask you to take a deep breath, and I'm going to curl my fingers underneath your rib cage here. So can you take a deep breath? to do a straight leg, and I'm going to try to push your leg down, but don't let me. So if you want to start here, lift your leg up high. I'm going to try to press it, don't let me down. Okay, how about this one? Excellent. All right, so we're going to move on to the musculoskeletal system. So if you want to sit back up. All right, so I'm just going to, again, be inspecting your limbs, looking for symmetry, making sure I don't do any abnormalities, any swelling or erythema or anything like that. Great. And we had assessed your range of motion in your neck earlier today, but I also want to just check your shoulders. So if you can kind of shrug your shoulders up, don't let me force them down. Okay, can you lift them up over your head like this and kind of go backwards a little bit? Excellent, okay. Put your hands out here. Can you curl your hands down like that and up? Good. Any pain or tenderness with any of that? Excellent, okay. So I'm going to be assessing your knee here. So I'm going to apply some pressure to the side of your knee. Okay, and let me know if that's painful or anything.
No.
Okay.
No.
I'm also going to just be rubbing to see if there's any kind of fluid. Excellent. All right, so I'm going to have you stand up and your feet shoulder width apart. Excellent. I'm just going to watch you take a few steps and walk. Excellent. Your gait looks stable. Okay, great. If you want to go back into the camera there, perfect. And turn back towards me. And I'm going to have you just bend down and try to touch your toes. Good. Okay. And can you turn side to side there? Okay, awesome. And notice any pain or problems with that? Can you hop on one foot for me? How about the other one? Excellent. All right. Ever feel dizzy or lightheaded or anything like that?
No.
Okay, good. I'm going to have you sit back down. Okay. And here we don't really have the equipment to do that, but we would lay you down with your head off the bed here, and I would just be kind of holding your neck in my hands just to see if after a couple of seconds that we could elicit, response of dizziness or lightheadedness or kind of feeling foggy. So that is good. The next thing we're going to be doing is assessing your neurological system. Okay, so I'm going to put something in your hand, and I just want you to close your eyes and just see if you can kind of feel it and identify it. Okay, so you can sit where you are here. Just give me a second. All right. So close your eyes. I'm going to put this in your hand and see if you can identify what it is.
Some kind of a rubber band.
Rubber band, very good. Okay. And I'm going to do the same thing with your other hand there. All right, so if you want to open up this hand here, go ahead and feel around with that.
Some kind of a clip, paper clip.
Okay, great. Awesome. So now I'm going to, with your eyes closed, I'm going to try to write on your finger a letter or a number, and I want you to tell me if you can recognize what it is. Okay?
C.
Good. I'm going to tap up this one.
B.
Good. Okay. And the next thing, we're just going to do some light touch, and I'm just going to have you close your eyes and kind of just touch some different areas of the face. We had done some of this earlier today, but just wanted to make sure that everything was intact here. Okay.
Top left. Cheek right. Cheek left. Arm right. Hand left.
Great. All right. So next thing I want to do is check your reflexes. I don't have a hammer with me, so we're just kind of going to walk through them. Okay. And just making sure that all your reflexes are great. And this is deep tendon reflex. So the first one I would have started with was your bicep, and I would have been tapping into the bicep to try to elicit that, as well as repeating it on the next side. And then the tricep, I would have you relax your arm down, and I would be hitting the elbow to try to see if I could elicit a reflex. The next one would be the brachioradialis, and that would be here. Again, doing both sides to make sure that I could elicit a response. And the next one would be the patella at the knee, kind of striking it, making sure that we can get a response as well as to the other side. And then the Achilles, which would be the foot, I would have you relax the foot, again, hitting that to elicit a response. And then the superficial reflexes of the patella, again, looking for a Babinski response as well. So we don't have a tool with us, so we'll just kind of walk through it. All right, so kind of getting towards the end, I am going to assess two other things, the Romberg. So I'm going to have you stand straight up with your arms in front of you with your palms up. Okay, hip out with your palms up there. I'm going to have you close your eyes. And excellent. Doesn't look like there's any drift or rotation. How do you feel with your eyes closed like that?
It's fine.
Good, okay. So I'm going to have you now sit down again with your eyes closed, with your palms up, and I'm just looking for a drift to see if one arm falls down or not. Okay, excellent. So that all looks good there as well. Good. All right. Okay, and we checked your gait. We've also checked your coordination and your lower extremity coordination. So I think this now concludes our exam.
Thank you.
All right.